Un matin ordinaire et ensoleillé aux alentours de 9h35. Ocean se baigne sans autorisation au Central Park. Pendant que tu sois pour ton jugement en proximité. Pendant ce temps, à son kiosque à fruits préféré, un homme recherche la range nouvelle parfaite. Son succès. Au même instant, une doquette prend une gorgée de son espresso et médite surtout l'existence. L'existence? L'existence, ah.
Jeff, sweetie.
Oui, mon amour.
Okay, so I know the original film was narrated in French, and it's not that you're not doing a great job, but this is New York, not Paris. Wouldn't it make more sense to do it in English, like we talked about?
Mais j'aime vraiment massacrer la langue française.
I know you do, hun. Maybe some other time.
Oh, d'accord.
Okay, thanks. So I'll see you later for dinner tonight?
Oui, mon amour. Mon chéri. Mon petit bonbon.
Jeff?
Désolé. J'ai fini.
Okay, great. I'll be right back.
Okay, so where were we? That's right, I was introducing you to Cat. Sorry, that's actually a gnome. More on him later. This is Cat, seen here in one of her signature turtlenecks. Cat lives in New York City, home to approximately 8 million something people. It's a lot, trust me. She finds sometimes living in the city feels exhilarating, like this. But most of the time, it sounds a lot like this.
This 3 train is now 4 train and is now under construction, going express to local under 4QX and 5.
Kat resides in a steep 5th floor walk-up on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, a 45-minute subway ride from her boyfriend Jeff. Hey, that's me. Jeff lives across the East River in Brooklyn, and until they move in together, very soon, most nights they spend apart, in the company of their cats. Whenever the ordinariness of life feels like a bit of a letdown, Kat reminds herself of simple pleasures. Burying her face in Mochi's fur and breathing in. Putting down the final piece of a jigsaw puzzle. And observing the city's joyful quiet after a snowstorm. All this leads her to feel a certain kinship with a heroine of French cinema.
Amélie Poulain. Shh.
Okay, now for a little bit of context. Kat's relationship with the 2001 French-language film Amélie goes way back, to her freshman year of college, 2004. And yes, that means she watched it on DVD. It was winter break, and Kat decided she needed a proper film education. So she rented director Jean-Pierre Jeunet's cinematic masterpiece. As you can imagine, it had a profound impact on the 18-year-old.
Parfois, le vendredi soir, Amélie va au cinéma.
J'aime bien me retourner dans le noir et contempler le visage des autres spectateurs.
The colors, the story. Audrey Tattoo. Kat had never even seen a movie with subtitles before. To her, it just seemed like magic. So, naturally, Kat was inspired to chop her long hair into Amélie's chic French bob.
Well, I told you I had a problem.
The hairdresser was hesitant at first, but then quick. Maybe a little too quick. There was even a razor at the nape of the neck. The result was less Audrey Tattoo and more...
It's horrendous. It's modern. Don't lie! I'm not! I look like a pencil.
It was awful.
It's horrendous.
And the proof was in the reactions. Her mother practically dropped the phone when she saw her. Her uncle called her the little Dutch boy. And then she returned to college. There was a boy who had a crush on Kat. He would bring her a coffee from the shop he worked at. But this time, something was different. Kat couldn't be too sure, but it seemed like her free coffee days were over. She grieved the loss of her long flowing locks. All that remained now were wistful memories of making a silly hair moustache, or fashioning 2 braids into a glorious crown. And of course, letting her tresses be caressed by a gentle breeze. Once deemed beautiful, Kat would never again attract a member of the opposite sex. Her plan was to hide from the world forever, under a dusty baseball cap. Or so she thought.
Hello? Psst, it's me. Who? It's your future self, and we don't have much time, so listen up. All right. So your first bob wasn't a success. So what? At least you were brave. And I have good news. You'll bob again, but this time it will be better. I will? Of course, darling. This time you'll get a cut below your chin, and with a nice wave. You won't have bangs at first, but then you'll add bangs, and you'll actually know how to style them. You'll feel free and cool, like a 1920s starlet. Wow. Remember, darling, like the right shade of red lipstick. There's a bob that works for everyone. Find your own, and stop copying Miss Amélie Poulon. Oh, and one more thing. What? Fuck that guy.
Kat would grow to adore her bob haircut. She would also attempt to make her own creme brulee, and even teach herself the accordion, both to unsatisfying results. But the accordion's actually really hard. That's not on her. One did have to ask, what was it about this film that had such a hold on her? Was it the playfulness? The joy? Or was it simply its gentle, curious way of looking at the world? It was a world Kat wanted to live in.
There she goes again. Always her head in the clouds, that one. Really? To me it looks like her head's on the pillow. Why do I even bother talking to you?
Ladies, let her sleep.
Dreaming of you in the firelight's glow. Sweetheart, I want you to always know.
It's funny how some characters serve as the blueprint for our formative years. They can do no wrong in our eyes. And yet, Kat had one friend who did not care for the film. Amélie Poulon, in particular.
She basically said that Amélie was trying to be too cute, and she wasn't buying her little act. Whatever that means.
Uh-huh. Well, so justifiably, Kat snuck into her apartment, switched out her slippers for a smaller size, and swapped her toothpaste for foot cream. Sometimes people have to be taught a lesson.
Okay, so I didn't really. Looking back, I do understand where she was coming from. I think that's a valid take on the character. However, I didn't see Amélie as much as trying to be cute as she was shy. And that was something I understood all too well. Growing up, the characters I really idolized were, well, they knew how to speak their minds.
I guess in this society, being male and an asshole makes you worthy of our time.
They had this gift of stringing words together in a really impressive way, and people listened.
But it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty. Thank you very much.
Amélie, on the other hand, struggled to articulate herself sometimes, and I found that really relatable. They call it painfully shy for a reason, because it feels painful. You know, part of me was really relieved that my bad haircut scared that guy away, because then I was off the hook. I didn't have to talk to him. I saw a lot of Amelie's shyness in myself, and I appreciated that the film showed it in a beautiful way and how it's kind of like her secret superpower. She has this ability to observe and use her imagination, and it really changes the world around her. And just like Amélie learns to come out of her shell, I eventually came out of mine too. I mean, look at how much talking I'm doing right now. So. Did he just peace out?
Kat watched Amélie again in preparation for making this video, and a part of her was kind of scared too. Like, would that feeling she originally had be gone? But she found she was still deeply moved by it. Maybe even more so. Life has a way of knocking us around a little bit. And sometimes having a sense of wonder can feel foolish. To Kat, the world proved to be a far more complicated and messy place than she ever imagined. But still, so beautifully simple. And there was still magic to be found, if she was looking closely. Kat had Amélie to thank for that.
Oh, Jeff? Why don't you close us out? En français.
Oui, mon amour. 11 avril 2026. Il est exactement 14 heures. Dans une laverie, une machine à laver a effectué le rinçage final d'un cycle délicat. Pendant ce temps, Pige la caniche attend patiemment son compagnon humain. À Prospect Park, Hubert de Buisson apprend qu'il existe plus de 300 espèces de cerisiers en fleurs dans le monde. La température est de 62 degrés Fahrenheit. Humidité 39%. Pression atmosphérique 1015 millibars.
Un jour, j'irai là-bas. Un jour.